How's it going? My name's Jono, and I just want to thank everybody for coming out, and Intersection for the Arts and ArtsTechSF. It's an honor to be here and speak amongst these other great artists. Just to begin, I am going to talk about kind of the genesis of a particular project called Patatap. And before I get into that, I just want to know how many people maybe know about this project. Okay, so a fair amount of you. I will play kind of this review of the application made by this guy Skunk Juice, just to give you a sense of what exactly this thing is.
Welcome to Sonic Interactions. Here we'll explore interactive digital media designed for your eyes and ears. Things like digital instruments, rhythm games, and stuff that just makes noise. So today's experience? Patatap by Jono, Brandel, and Lolotone. I'll show you the online version at patatap.com. So, after it loads, you get a pretty simple set of instructions. Press any key, A to Z, or spacebar, and turn up the speakers. That's pretty easy. So that limits our input to these set of keys. And I'll put on my headphones since I'm at work. In Patatap, every key triggers its own unique sound. And that sound is coupled with an image that's representative of that sound. So let's go through each key quickly. Lots of neat sounds ranging from percussion to tones, and some noisy ones. So, how about the spacebar? Pressing it cycles you through different musical spaces, each with its own unique sounds. Let's go through them. This is the pink space. This is the orange space. Blue. As you can tell, each space is different from the last one. And here's the yellowish space. The purple one. So we have this amazing visual audio instrument at our fingertips. Now what do we do with it? At first I was like a toddler playing piano for the first time. I was just happy to bash the keys. To hear all the pretty sounds and the pretty sights. Then I started trying out different sound combinations and more systematically testing all the keys, learning what key made what sound. And I still suck at it, but now I'm trying to create beats and rhythms. I'm not a very musically talented person, but I've been having a lot of fun playing with this amazing little instrument. And I can't wait to see how other people out there in the world use it. I'm pretty sure other people can make some pretty sweet beats on this. So that's Patatap. So make sure to check it out, and also check out.
Okay, so that's a project, and yeah, I worked with this composer, this couple called Lolotone, to create the sounds, and I created the imagery, and then kind of programmed and put everything together. We released the project in March, and the response has been like totally insane. So yeah, I want to thank Skunk Juice for making that rad video. It describes it better than I could. But kind of how did I come to this? It's been a big question that a lot of people ask me. And I studied at the same school as Gabe, UCLA Design Media Arts, and was kind of introduced to programming and graphic design during that time. And I took a class called Visual Music. So this is almost 10 years ago, a song that I tried to make visuals for called Flexin' by Microstoria. And as you can see, it's pretty simple. I wasn't a very good programmer, but a lot of the kind of nuts and bolts of how things animate and move are kind of like hidden within this video that ran live. It was built-in processing. after school, I was still really interested in music, and together with some schoolmates, we started this collective called Collabo in Los Angeles, and we did kind of more traditional DJing at big electronic clubs and concerts in LA. And this was like a pretty big moment for me because we were kind of making traditional video content, and during this time I realized that I was really interested in kind of making something that was more reactive and sensitive to what the artist was making. And there were kind of two ways that I found myself, so that's our group right there, playing around. There were two kind of ways that I felt could bring like a compelling way to do this. And the first was kind of creating a choreographed set that you play along, you play content to a song, you kind of know the song. And the other was kind of programming, analyzing the audio and figuring out, different frequencies or bandwidths to follow or beat detection, and triggering things based off of that. So after doing this for maybe 4 years in the late thousands, I joined a team at Google and started really learning how to program properly. I was doing a lot of HTML5 and JavaScript stuff. We made a lot of music videos and interactive doodles and other types of interactive projects, which I'm happy to talk about another time. And it led me to kind of synthesize a lot of that knowledge in a way that processing kind of gives you a drawing framework. And so at this time, early 2013, it occurred to me that I should revisit this initial project idea from about 10 years ago. Now that I know a lot more about programming and rendering and how this stuff works. So Gray Area, which is a nonprofit here in San Francisco, gave me the opportunity to do visuals for a musician for a live show in 2012. And I straight away went to create kind of the foundations of Patatap, which I would like to perform to you right now. So maybe we can change the audio really quickly. Also, I haven't played this in like a year and a half, so it might be really bad. Thank you. So yeah, I made that in 2012, and I kind of put it on the shelf for almost a year, and until I got in contact with Lullatone and realized that this could be a good opportunity as like a fun way to kind of merge sound and visuals. I'm not synesthete, I'm not a musician, but I love music, and I jumped at the opportunity to work with them, and yeah, the rest is the project that you can find online.